What is going on, all you Pokemon collecting maniacs out there? This is Ryan, the Pika Pika Papa, and it is Sunday Fun Day, which can only mean one thing. Today, we are going to be talking about the cards that have been moving and shaking the most on TCG Player over the last 7 days. And today's video is totally different than what we traditionally do, and I could not be more excited. Normally, when we're talking about cards that are moving and shaking and selling with a high degree of velocity on TCG Player, the prices are going up. As people start to buy in, they buy the cheaper versions, and then the cheaper ones are gone, and then they buy the higher price ones, and then it's just this waterfall effect, and the price starts to go up. Well, what we're going to see this week is a group of awesome cards with fantastic artwork that I think are going to be big chase cards further down the road, but the prices are coming down. Even though people are buying them, the prices are still continuing to come down, which is fantastic. This is an amazing hobby. I want everybody to have the opportunity to get the cards that they want, and if we're all being really honest with ourselves, and I've been saying this for a while, some of the prices here in the Pokemon space have been getting a little bit ludicrous as of late. So to see awesome cards that we're going to look at today with the price starting to come back down gets me really, really excited. And the other thing that I want to talk about too, and I've said this a lot recently, but Pokemon companies come out 3 times and said, listen, we know supply and demand is out of whack. We're going to be printing more. It is going to take a while for that to hit the markets. But remember, the reprint window for some of these awesome sets like Journey Together, like Surging Sparks, like Prismatic Evolutions, the reprint window is huge. You traditionally have like 2 years where they can reprint products. So I know right now a lot of these are in short supply, but hopefully Pokemon Company makes good and they print more over the next couple years, which hopefully addresses some of this issue and we can get these cards down to some normal prices. But with that out of the way, listen, we got some awesome things to talk about. Some prices going up, some prices going down. I hope you have a ton of fun and you find value in it. And if you do, hit that subscribe button or give us a thumbs up. Those 2 small things go a long way in helping my small channel out, and I really appreciate it. So the first thing is kind of like a broad brushstroke graph that TCG Player shared with us, and I thought was really cool. And it's the first week price shifts of the top 10 cards and Journey Together. And this is something we have not seen in it's been a while. It has been a while since we've seen the top cards in a brand new set here in the Pokemon space actually come down in the first week. It should not be new. It should be something we traditionally see, right? We used to see it and we used to call it the Pokemon Pop and Flop back in Sword and Shield. New set comes out. Everybody wants to be the first to get the cards, so you overpay for them. Then as more product is ripped and those singles hit the market, the price starts to come back down. We haven't seen that, but now we're starting to see it in Journey Together. And there's some awesome cards in here. And there's more reasons than just the overall market shift. We know Journey Together pull rates are pretty freaking awesome, which is great. I also will tell you this, like Journey Together, and I promise you this, Journey Together, even though it might not feel that, like there are more opportunities to buy Journey Together than any other set right now. And it's fascinating. I use the PokeNotify Discord, and if you're interested in it, you can get a discount and you can sign up for it. All the information's in the comments or in the description down below. But there are multiple times per week where I get a notification on that Discord and I go in and I'm sitting on Walmart or I'm sitting on Target or I'm sitting on Best Buy and I could easily buy Elite Trainer boxes or booster boxes of this at MSRP, and I just decide not to. I have enough Journey Together products, but the reason I do that is for videos like this, is for me to kind of get a feel on the pulse of what's going on. Now, they don't last long, but we're used to a space where it just immediately disappears. You almost can't even get in the queue in order to buy this, but I've had multiple times over the last week where I could have very easily got Journey Together Elite Trainer boxes at MSRP, and I've just opted not to because I have enough of it and I don't need to spend any more money on it. So with that being said, I think those are the reasons it's coming back down. Great pull rates, and the availability isn't huge, but it certainly is better than we've seen in the past. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come. So speaking of cards that are coming down in price but still selling with a high degree of velocity, one of my absolute favorite cards of the entire Scarlet and Violet era is this Pikachu EX from Surging Sparks. You know that I think the combination of high pull rates, or the combination of low gem rates, the combination of Pikachu, which is one of the most beloved characters of all time. I think that's going to lead to this being a great investment card, years and years down the road. So with the price coming back down, I've already picked up a copy of this. Now, what I will do is I will continue to watch because I think the price will continue to drop, and as it comes down, I'll dollar cost average down. I'll get 2 or 3 of these and keep them in the personal collection and see what happens. But I really like this card. I think this card has a great future, and I'm very excited to see it come down all the way up at $480 not long ago, coming all the way down to $360 today. Next card is the Lillie's Clefairy. I told you, out of all the Journey Together cards and all the Journey Together singles, this is the only one that I want to add to my collection. And I did something that I traditionally never do, but I had the opportunity to buy one of these with a phenomenal centering for $195, so I picked it up. I usually don't buy these cards this early on, but I did it because the card was so great, and I figure it's got PSA 10 potential. So I already have one of these, picked it up for $195. I think it's an absolute stunner. My kids think the card is beautiful, so wins all around, even if it doesn't get that coveted PSA 10. But great to see this come down. Again, pre-release, this was going for over $300, and now here we are shortly after Journey Together, and you can already pick it up in the high ones but low sub 200 range. Absolutely love it. Next card, I actually really like this stamped promo, which comes with the enhanced booster boxes, and I know there is going to be no shortage of these, obviously. Like, all of the booster boxes, all the enhanced booster boxes have one of these on top. But then when I was trying to think about it, I was like, well, what's actually going to be rarer? And I'm sure it's going to be the illustration rare, but when you think about it, the odds of pulling a Ens Reshiram illustration rare is 1 in every 4 booster boxes, because the odds of pulling a special illustration rare, I think, is even every 1 in like 120 packs. So it's actually a little bit better than 1 in every 4 booster boxes. So when I think about that, and all of the packs that are going to be out there, there's going to be packs that aren't in booster boxes. Obviously, you're going to have booster bundles, you're going to have check lane blisters, 3-pack blisters, you're going to have elite trainer boxes. Like, there might actually end up being more of the regular illustration rares than these stamped promos out there. And to see this thing come down 78%, coming in at $15 right now, I picked one of them up. I think it's going to be really cool to add to the collection. Maybe it'll continue to come back down, but I think that's a really fair price for a really cool card, and I don't want to open up any of my booster boxes, so it gives me the opportunity to add it to the old collection. So now that the cards that are coming down is out of the way, let's talk about some of the cards that are going up. And no surprise here, we have talked ad nauseum about these mega cards from the XY era. We have talked about the XY era as a whole over the last 15 months almost nonstop. It is the most undervalued era. The cards have been on an absolute tear over the last 15 months, even before the mega announcement. And you have cards like this Blastoise, which, yes, it's from base set, I get it, but 3 months ago, this was a $15 card. Now it's up 30%, sitting at $20. It's going to continue to grow, I think. I mean, the XY era is just so undervalued compared to its peers in Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, and Scarlet and Violet. And I get it. It was a different era. I get it. It didn't have the awesome artwork that we have here and now. But I do think that there's some awesome opportunity in here. And I think they're cards that are going to continue to run, because the next one that's on the list right here is the Charizard full art from Flashfire. And I remember not long ago when this was a sub $100 card. Now, Flashfire obviously is a Charizard heavy set. It's got some of the biggest and baddest cards in there. And when you think about it, Flashfire is like the most expensive set. Phantom Forces can give it a run for its money. Ancient Origins is really solid. But Flashfire, in terms of sealed product, is the most expensive set. So when you have these cards that are coming from it, plus all of the market is paying attention to the XY era right now, it's not a surprise to see a card like this, especially with a name like Charizard, especially from a set like Flashfire, and especially, like I said, with all the market attention in the XY era right now, not a surprise to see this card jump up. I still think, and I still truly believe this, there's still a lot of opportunity in the XY space. Maybe we'll do a video on that up in the future, because there's going to be a lot of movement there, especially as we get closer and closer to this new little mini series that we're going to have come out here super soon. But that's it. Those are the cards that have been moving and shaking the most. I had a ton of fun. I love the fact we got some going up, we got some going down, and I also am really excited that we're going to start to see some really cool cards at some much more affordable prices here in the future, and I hope that trend continues and they keep coming down. With that being said, if you had fun, if you want to see more, we do this every single Sunday. Hit that subscribe button or give us a thumbs up, and most importantly, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. See you, everybody. Bye.